Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a different venue because I'm currently in Bali and this week gonna be my week 5. Very sorry for those who are following my journey, I actually missed week 4. So bring you into the week 5 this week because I am traveling, so the whole routine will be different. However, I wanted to show you how do you eat healthy without counting the calories. As you might know that in the previous week, I has always been counting my calories because I'm at home eating, but this time, no more calories counting and just to eyeball and also know what to eat first. Let's go back into the day I fly, which is a Saturday. So I fly at 2 a.m. in the morning, so a little bit tricky. I didn't want to eat too late. However, when I was in the airport, there's like they serve food and I was a little bit hungry. The food was really good. They serve eggs, so I got 5 tea eggs at total. Can't even count how many bowls of mushroom soup that I was getting. I also get a little chicken on the side, but I didn't like it that much. So that was good enough of protein, a little bit of carbs for me to go through the night. And then when I landed, that was in the morning around, I think I had this meal around 10 a.m., 9, 10 a.m. It was a beautiful spa place. We had this fish tacos, coconut water, fresh coconut, always great. And also my favorite tuna tartare and some chicken with lettuce. So these are really low calories and very, very good protein as well. Less sauce and focusing on the protein. And that night we were both craving for some steak. So we were in Canggu. There's a beautiful place, really good steak called Fernando. We just Google it and turns out it was the best, one of the best meal we had in Canggu. We ordered a portion of steak and then they came with homemade bread, a little carbs on the side, and then we ordered all these slices. Very, very good and fresh food. Really, really loved it. And we end up, well, actually, I end up order a dessert as well because I want to try it out. It's like a flan, like a milk pudding, like a creme brulee. And then moving on the next day, we went for a workout. And since we were in Canggu, so we have to go into this famous influencer gym, which I'm not gonna name it, but I'm pretty sure you will be able to guess. So to be honest, the gym is nothing too special in my opinion. They charge a premium price for a day pass, just the gym. The space is actually all right. It's not like super new and I have to like fight for the barbell stage because everyone was using it basically. So I end up have to put my barbell on an empty space. Anyways, but the cafe was really good because they have to build their own meal. So for the breakfast, actually was a brunch. I ordered smoked salmon. I love smoked salmon. Avocado to give me some fats, and then sourdough to share. And also, most importantly, they have an option to choose the egg white omelette. Was it omelette? Yes, that was the omelette. Just egg white, because I already have fats from the salmon and the avocado, so I don't need the fats from the egg yolk. So it was perfectly balanced out. So for example, if you're not doing your calculation of your calories, these things that you can look at. You need to understand what's the portion of everything. So in order for you to understand, for example, if you're taking fats from the steak, you might not want to have anything heavy like bacon on the side or too much oil or avocado on the side because it will become too much fat. Moving on, this is the smoothie bowl. In Bali, you got to have smoothie bowl at some point. It's a good dessert or snack because it's low calories because it's pure fruits. But it's also really good to ease your sweet tooth. Moving on to dinner, we decided to go into a local place. It's like a Warren means local restaurant, and then we had some appetizers, and main we have this curry rice and fish on the side. So we always prioritize our protein when we eat out without counting calories because protein actually gives you that feeling sensation. So it helps you to fill you up. So when you eat carbs, you don't overeat too much. And then when you actually feel full, then you highly will not be wanting to have dessert. So that's how you control your calorie as well. And also make sure that you only go 70% full. Anywhere higher than 70% could be an alarm for too much calories. But remember, you always want to count your calories for about a month so you kind of have an idea how do you feel with a certain amount of calories. So before we head back to the hotel, we had this gelato. I love gelato in Bali. And moving on the next day, this place is beautiful, like recommended by a friend, Ita. Really nice resort. They have this yoga class that I attended in the morning, and then I just chilled by the pool for my breakfast. I ordered I think that was a sweet potato, mashed potato toast. It was no protein there, unfortunately, but it got me going. And of course, the fresh coconut. And we also stayed over for lunch. They have really the fresh ingredients. Look at the salad. We ordered chicken salad, extra chicken satay on the side, and it's just fresh and delicious. And when you're in Bali, you're actually on the bike a lot. It's not really walkable, so hard to get some steps in. So we went to the beach to get some extra steps and to just to see this beautiful skyline. And then I smelled this barbecue corn and just absolutely craving for it. And so I got one of those, got some lime, garlic, butter, on it. I think that's it. And a little bit spice for sure. I love spicy. And here's the reason why you shouldn't be waiting till you're hungry to eat. We had dinner at around 9 p.m. We were so hungry and we went into this restaurant. We ordered a bunch of food. I ordered a pumpkin soup. As you can see, this is a tuna palette, I should say. It's like different type of tuna coming together. It was delicious. I didn't finish it, but we got so full at the end of the night. So that wasn't really good for dinner because we all felt bloated. On the next day we check into our other gym. It's also not recommended. Like, I know I sound very fussy, but this gym is too crammed. And it's like when someone is doing a squat next to you, you cannot even lift the barbell for the chest press. Somehow they put them together. Anyways, we went into a really good restaurant. If you're ever in Canggu, go to the Motion Cafe. They have fitness food, which is perfect. I ordered this waffle with protein in it and then some fruits on the side. It's just amazing. It's good, different variation for food, so we don't have to eat eggs every day, even though I don't mind, but it's nice to have something different. After breakfast, after a workout, we packed our bag and then moved on to Ubud. We stopped by for lunch. I had this pasta. I love pasta so much, but they always never give me enough protein, so on the side I add a prawn, which is 5 stars. All right, it was too hot, so I have to change the scene. And for dinner on that day, I would highly recommend this place. It is in Ubud. It's called Sayuri Healing Food. It is really good plant-based restaurant. So the only problem that I usually with plant-based is they don't have enough protein. However, it's really good to have plant-based food. We went to this restaurant. It's been our 3-4 times already. I order the same thing over and over again because it's just so freaking good. It's a dragonfly sushi roll, something like that. They are pretend to be salmon, but they're not salmon. And they also have these healing drinks on the side, which is with really good ingredients, all organic and plant-based. Really good to flush and detox the body. Moving on to Thursday, I didn't have breakfast on that day, so I only had a green juice and I was in yoga barn waiting for a healing section, which I'm gonna make another video for this healing one-on-one chakra healing section. So stay tuned for that. And after this green juice in the lunch, we went into a restaurant called Python. If you ever in Ubud around Yoga Barn, please make a visit there. It's such a nice meal. they have this salmon teriyaki or something with butter rice. It's quite evil because with oil, extra oil, but it's so delicious. And also I ordered a side of a tom yum soup. Freaking love tom yum soup. They came with rice, but I didn't take the rice, otherwise it would be over carbs. So it turns out to be one of my favorite lunch. I think they also serve it at dinner as well. So check it out. And by the way, if my eyebrows look a little bit patchy, because I went into this beautiful place and dipped myself into the water, so don't mind me. So after lunch, we back to Yoga Barn for a acro yoga. Well, it wasn't yoga actually. It was called acro dance section, which was quite fun. After the section, and we had a massage afterward. But between, we have some time, so we sat on the Yoga Barn cafe, ordered myself a tea, which has soda water in, refreshing, and also a cacao smoothie bowl. And after the massage, we went into another resort for Thai food. Turns out it was the worst food ever that we had in the whole trip. Just, I won't mention the name again, but if you recognize, don't go there. We ordered papaya salad, tom yum soup, and some appetizer. It just dry and not great at all. So on Friday, which is the test time, because they have this in-body test in this gym called Gymnasium. I love this gym. And we had a workout, but before the workout, first thing first in the morning, went straight into the gym, do this test again. If you have been following my journey, you know why I started this journey. If you haven't seen my previous video, make sure you go back to my week 1 journey. Anyways, hold on. This has been out the whole time. I started this journey because my body fat went up a lot. Body weight goes up and down every single day, or even a couple hours. But body fat is kind of built up into a certain level. Friday was the perfect time for me to have like a test before the final exam, you know, when you're back in the school days. Anyway, so this is the test result.
What are we doing?
We're going to test it out like a test now after 6 weeks.
What test?
See a body fat. How does it go?
What is this?
In body. I think this is my favorite one. Got it. So my test result came in. Let's talk about body weight first. My body weight was 59.1 in September, and now is 58.3 kilo. It's not a lot difference. However, if you have been a fitness journey, you kind of have an idea. So when we look into the body fat, my body fat was 22.3 and I dropped down to 20.7 now, which is a really good percentage for 5 weeks. I'm really happy about that without giving myself too much pressure or too aggressive in dropping the fats too fast. Which also means my muscles have gained 0.4 kilo. So I'm really happy about that because building muscles is a journey. It requires a lot of workout, protein intake, and a lot of sleep and recovery at the same time. So I'm really happy about that. So I'm gonna show you my day 0 photo and day 35. Now that I can slowly see my fat lose a little bit, it's not significantly different, but you can start seeing a little bit of lines, and I'm really happy how it looks from my back. I'm always insecure about my lower body because my hormones is because also my genes. I always store fat on my legs, and which bring us back into losing body fat part. We cannot focus on losing which part of the body fat. It has to be overall. But for people like me, if you store a little bit more fat on your lower body, which means you need to lose a little bit more fat to see the legs slim down a little bit. For example, if you are storing fat on the waist area, belly area, which means you need to lose enough body fat to a percentage to really see the abs line or to slim down your waist. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this week's vlog. And I'm really hope that you will find it beneficial if you are on the same journey as me, or if you're traveling around and trying to eat healthy. I really hope that give you a little inspiration. And I'll be staying in Bali for another week, so I really hope to bring a different content with you, also to show you a little bit of my favorite places in Bali as well. So I will see you in the next video. Meanwhile, stay healthy and I will talk to you soon.